Hey guys, how's it going? Today's themed episode is going to be breaking common knowledge. It's a theme that I want to implement, as breaking common knowledge is something that's great to hear. One of the things that I've looked for is to get out of that mental rut of what it is I think that something stands for, or what needs to be done to really get to it or make the better choices. And the choices are right in front of us. We just have to pick the better option. Totally glad that you guys can take part in it. This themed episode is going to be on dietary choices, specifically with what you're actually eating, not so much to say you need to eat healthy. The whole part of it is to stick with it, and we want to make it appealing so that you can stick with it. One of the first things that we want to cover is make sure that you are consulting with your primary care physician, any nutritionist. All this is based on my research, my opinion, what I've seen from trial and error, and how successful these methods have been. You really need to see what it is that's out there and what's hidden under such a label. Fat-free, low-fat, diet. The simpler they are to read, the simpler it is for your body to digest. Just something to keep in mind. If you can count ingredients less than the amount of fingers you have on your hands, it's definitely a little better for you. I know some of these places can be expensive, like those farmers markets, but if you can go to them, or if you find sales, definitely try to stick to them. I'm not saying go organic, but a lot of their products tend to carry simpler ingredients. High fructose corn syrup, which we want to definitely stay away from. That's probably like the number one ingredient that you want to stay away from, as it's not healthy. Your body's not made to be digesting that. And some of the common things that you didn't know that has high fructose corn syrup is whole wheat breads, Coke, a lot of these cereal bars, yogurt. It's basically a preservative and adds body to it. And they've actually banned high fructose corn syrup from a lot of European countries, if not all of Europe, and a lot of other countries around the world. We have not. Basically has to do with the profit that we make off of it. Even just simply eliminating high fructose corn syrup from your diet would make your diet even better. High fructose corn syrup will make you crave, fats, sweets, all the bad stuff. A lot of misconceptions are fruits. People tend to utilize fruits as a part of their diet. They either overconsume fruits, which means they overconsume sugars, as a lot of these fruits, they are high in sugar. A lot of people tend to think that Subway sandwiches, fresh Quizno subs, just subs in general, that they're healthier. That the bread that you're actually eating, that's all enriched flour, which is definitely not healthy. Even wheat bread, it's not as healthy as you think, is what I'm saying. The deli meats that you're getting are full of sodium, which too much sodium is bad. There's a sparing amount, which is obviously based on a height and weight per individual and how active you are. Yes, puppy. Yeah, puppy. Yes, I think he wants to make an appearance, so we'll see. One of the number one ingredients, in those Subway sandwiches is the bread. Alright, this bread, for example, is probably one of the healthiest breads you're going to find out there. This is my personal choice, my personal favorite. It tastes good. This one only has close to like 8 to 10 ingredients. It's pretty simple. This is found in a very fresh farmer's market. There are other breads out there. Ezekiel bread is a very good bread as well, for example. It's pretty healthy. It is very simple and easier to digest. Second we want to go over is prep foods. A lot in the fitness industry, people consider meal prepping to be such a strict and disciplined method, a way of thinking, and it doesn't have to be as strict as bland chicken and bland veggies and no carbs. You can have carbs, you just got to make sure you make the right choices for carbs. Definitely want to know the difference between simple carbs and complex carbs, high on the glycemic index, low on the glycemic index, and it makes it easier for you to be able to suppress your hunger. Your food goes a long way in that manner. If you use simple carbs, you're just going to consume more and you're going to be gaining more weight instead of consuming the carbohydrates that you need to maintain your daily routine, maintain your energies up. You want to know that you can utilize, instead of chicken, you can take ground turkey, you can do steak, you can do those different forms of proteins. It doesn't mean that you have to have a bland meat or a bland protein. You can use like Mrs. Dash, you can use like Flavor God, you can even use regular salt. Just have it sparingly. You can season it, that's fine. Just be careful because everybody reacts to all those spices and seasonings differently according to your blood type. If you really want to get into it with bloating and different things like that, you definitely want to be aware and be cautious of what your blood type is and what type of foods you should be eating for your blood type to really be efficient. A lot of that's been opened up to me by my girlfriend, who, as you see here, she competes, very nutrition conscious, very fitness conscious, certified in nutrition. Third on the list is make yourself responsible for drinking water. It's really based off of 67% of your body weight in ounces. So I, for example, weigh 190 pounds, and my ideal goal amount to consume is 127 ounces, which is roughly the 125 ounces for the gallon, if I'm not mistaken. So, or 128 ounces. And it doesn't mean it has to be so strict and so on point. You just got to make sure that you're making healthier choices. Make sure you're eating food at home rather than eating out all the time. Coke Zero, I found it's really good. It's a good substitute. Not to say that you should be drinking soda all the time, but if you're going to make a choice, like I said, we're not going on a strict diet here. We're trying to point you in the direction where we can get you on a diet. It's not cold turkey. It's not from 0 to 100 full meal prep. It's actually you getting on this diet, making healthier choices. You'll see a significant difference in yourself when you're not eating out so much, when you're actually making these home cooked meals. Sometimes what I incorporate is, if I'm gonna drink like a soda, or if I'm gonna drink, I'm not gonna lie, I've drunk an energy drink. So one of the things that I do is I try to incorporate drinking so much water, maybe a bottle or two of a 12, 16 ounce bottle of water. Drink 1 or 2 of those before I drink my energy drink. I can dilute the beverage itself. Fourth is your packaging and how you can get everything ready to go. One of the number one things that people hate probably after doing all that is they hit, this guy wants to make an appearance. Okay. Say hi, puppy. Number 4, a lot of people have a misconception of having to use Tupperwares for everything that they're using to eat. A 6-pack bag. You don't need all that. Again, I've seen this with her. She competes. That's her passion. That's her thing. The ideas for packaging your meal prepped food is one of the best ideas I've seen, and it's very easy and good for quick, easy to go, is this right here. It's already tied. It's a simple baggie, non-Ziploc baggie. The ones that are just for the sandwiches that flip over, the really cheapy ones. These ones are very, very good to utilize in your meal prepping. And the reason is you package all your stuff. They are disposable. Number 1, you're not washing dishes. Number 2, it's very easy to transport. You're probably wondering, how would I eat my food out of the bag and be easy? Am I gonna have to scoop a fork out of the baggie? Well, not necessarily. You could, if it is you'd rather eat it with a utensil. But one of the innovative things about this is you would just bite a corner. You're working a 9 to 5 and you're just running around picking up kids, taking them to school. When you get off work, you take them home, all that. You're busy. I get it. Moms, dads, you're all busy. With these kind of things that you have them ready to go, you can eat at your times that you're supposed to be eating, because you don't want to skip out on your meals. That's one of the worst things. You think that just because you're not eating, you're going to lose weight. You're also losing muscle mass, and it's also unhealthy to not eat. So you want to make sure that you are eating. Fifth thing is, people think that when you get a cheat day or you get a cheat meal, that you can just eat whatever you want. And you got to be somewhat disciplined, and you got to know that you can't just overindulge. It's just going to lead you right back to binge eating. You're going to get right back at it. You get that taste, and you know what? You probably just don't want to meal prep again. You need to be strong with it. If anything, I wouldn't do a full cheat day. I would do a cheat meal. It still maintains your daily to be health conscious and diet conscious, but you're still wanting to be focused on your diet. You know how they say is, if you fail to prep, you prep to fail. These types of choices are really tailored to my general exposure, to what I've seen with Vasti and her competitions. She competes religiously. We just had a baby, so you know, she's on the recovery. She has her channel on her road to recovery and definitely has a lot more of a nutritionist feel to it and a fitness and nutrition based channel. More than welcome to check her channel. I'll go ahead and link it in the video and in the description. You can check it out. If you want to hear more of these types of videos, definitely let me know. If you guys have any specific topics that you guys are interested in doing, that you want me to research, I can definitely look into that. Breaking Common Knowledge is starting to become more than just a themed video or channel. I want this to be a weekly thing so that we can really get inside the minds of the people that have that common knowledge. I had this common knowledge before until I saw this firsthand, until I was exposed to it, until I was able to find out that it really does work. This stuff works. You know, I'm not saying that it's a magic formula that I got going on, but it definitely aids in you losing weight, and with you implementing an exercise program, just being active at least 30 minutes a day, I mean, it will definitely make a difference. I know I'm not a bodybuilder, at least in my opinion. I do know what is healthy enough to really get you going, really to steer you away from the real fatty foods, the bad choices. And you know, you need to get out there, just do it, just finish it, make sure you get on it, and make sure you keep up with it. You know, go public with it, announce it to your friends, you know, have them join you, whether they're going to join you or you let them know that you're going to be on your, you know, your dietary move here and you're making smarter choices. And all that stuff will hold you accountable. Post it on your social media, show yourself that you're gonna post that other picture that next week because you want some progress. You're the biggest. Yeah, guys, well, thank you very much. Hope you guys like the channel. I plan to do more of these weekly, along with, you know, video between, from vlogs to activities, you know, from hiking and running and just, you know, any events that I find or maybe that you guys might want to check out. Okay, so have a great day, guys. I'm out.